place is where few sailors go. Most have gone to the Caribbean. Good. No crowded anchorage for us. Anyways, we're going out to catch lunch.
Going fishing with Tito. ¿Dónde vamos, Tito?
Pues vamos a ver si cogemos algún pescadito para comer hoy. A ver si tenemos suerte.
Si tenemos suerte.
Y si no, pues nos comemos las papas sin pescado.
We're gonna try to catch some fish for lunch with Tito. He's got the fish finder, so hopefully we'll find some.
Certainly no swimming here with these Portuguese man-of-war, but we felt pretty good about Tito's chances to catch something, especially with his electric rod that can reel in fish from more than 300 meters below. Back at our anchorage, we had a good catch for lunch, and it was in expert hands.
It's a beautiful deep sea fish. Caught it 300 meters deep. It's about almost 1,000 feet. And we're gonna make a soup out of the head. Natasha is doing that now. And then we're just gonna... And then we're just gonna fry up the meat and butter, olive oil, and some lemon. Really simple. And I found el porrito. I'm not going to tell you what it is in English, but it's a porrito.
En Canarias dice porrito.
Yeah, and here they call it a poof.
We definitely were hungry now. Nat had made fish head soup to Tito's approval, and a tomato, squash, and grilled goat cheese salad for starters. Then she pan-fried the fish in butter and olive oil. Thank you, Neptune, for your gift. And in the end,
C'est bon?
J'ai mangé comme une grosse cochonne.
That one.
C'est ta faute, Tito.
Said she ate like a fat pig, but it was Tito's fault.
well, there was not much else to do but to go for an afternoon siesta. In the morning, Tito had left while we stayed. We loved this place and the people. We were familiar with lots of folks like Alex here. Like I said before, rare are the sailors who anchor in this spot. Too many speak of dangers. But what's the point of living on a sailboat if you don't go and explore out-of-the-way places like this? Get the dinghy in the water, brave the surf, and hang out with the locals. Well, that's just my point of view. For the past 6 months in Cape Verde, I've only stayed a total of 10 days in the security of a marina. That being said, there's only one marina in Cape Verde. And look at Galopin out there, happy not to be in a crowded Caribbean anchorage. But Tarrafal was getting a little crowded for us, so we came here. A beach we spotted earlier with Tito. No mention in any of the charts that you could anchor here, so we gave it a try anyways. There was just one problem. Millions of tiny little stinging jellyfish. They had invaded all the waters around Tarrafal and were here too. No swimming, that's for sure. Nat was napping, so I decided to go and explore the beach. Landing a dinghy on an open ocean beach is always a challenge. I was ready to go, and then I saw what was coming. That wave would crash and flip me over. I had to row for my life before it broke. Well, just made it. But waves come in series. Let's get past them and wait them out. Okay, that looks good. These waves are no joke. They were impressive even on Gallipan as they slowly rolled under us. But I felt good about my anchorage. My Mantis anchor dug in at about 5 to 7 meters deep and about 300 meters from the shore. Gallipan looked secure. I could explore and still keep an eye on him. I had this entire beach to myself. It did not even seem that there was an access from land. No trail, nothing. And almost pure black sand. All I needed were in my two hands. Stumperot rum and a GoPro. I waited for the right moment, hopped in the dingy, and again rode for my life. I made my way back to report on my findings. One of them was being in the water.
No more jellyfish.
And that was up for an adventure.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me.
Matt and I can congratulate ourselves on our work. All you gentlemen viewers got some eye candy. Now please keep your comments gentlemanly. And all you sailing purists who frown on beaches and boobs can feast yourself on the next segment.
I noticed something really cool about my chart plotter is that it records the sounding of what's under the water. And what's weird about here is that there's a hole. So all around is like 7, 8, 10 meters. But then all of a sudden there's like 17 meters. And if you put your anchor down there, it really kind of sucks. And I noticed that before. And now I've got a really good reading because all the times that I've passed around, the plotter has recorded an exact picture of what's underneath. So I can put my anchor exactly where I want. In particular, not in the hole. And this is what it looks like. It's really cool.
By finding this out now, I'm obviously not the brightest ball aboard. But hey, Galopin's anchored here. And tomorrow, we'll be back out again.
We got a boatload of Tarafan ladies today. Thanks to Natasha who invited the whole crew. Hilda. Vanina.
Hola!
Lola. Natalia. Julia. Yara. You got all those names? That's the crew. And Natasha. We've got a few seasick people here. That separates the women from the girls. Lola?
Hola!
Perfect. Irda? Perfect. Natalia's looking at her cell phone. She's a little seasick. Yara? She's pregnant, so it's okay if she's sick. Vanina? Julia? Yeah, they look good. Okay, we're gonna stop our cool little anchorage here.
Even though I dove in the water to cool off, none of the ladies were tempted to swim. They said sharks lurked here. So Nat made pasta carbonara, usually good for the uneasy stomach. But the food was far from appetizing to them, with two exceptions, Irda and Lola. Solid sailors they are.
Well, the little outing with the girls, been aborted. We've got 80% that are seasick and they want to go back. They're all basically seasick except Irda and Lola. Lola's tough shit, man.
For a few of these ladies, that would be the last time on a boat. As for us, we would meet up with Tito at yet another rumored bad spot to anchor. But a good spot for us.
Maria na Holanda, tá muito vassalada, Tita passa pau, que lê rainha da Holanda. Maria na Holanda, tá muito vassalada, Tita passa pau, que lê rainha da Holanda. Ele pita que lê caverdiana, desculpe botar seu manequim, a gata dá pra enganar camarada, que lê rainha da Holanda. Ele pita que lê caverdiana, desculpe botar seu manequim, a gata dá pra enganar camarada, que lê rainha da Holanda. Ele pitinha, dá pra ser rainha, na gata de cá, pra ser rainha da Holanda. Ele pitinha, dá pra ser rainha, na gata de cá, pra ser rainha da Holanda. Maria na Holanda, tá muito vassalada, Tita passa pau, que nem rainha da Holanda. Maria na Holanda, tá muito vassalada, Tita passa pau, que nem rainha.